YouTube and Facebook. This is David with sunnymountain.net. Today we're running the Keen Super Concentrator. It comes with the two buckets, the PVC pipe to connect the two. Really simple setup. It takes you maybe 5 minutes to set it up. Again, comes with the pump, the valve, a nice cleanup hose as well. I got to connect it up to a battery charger, just a 12-volt battery. And we're going to make sure that we're all leveled up. All right. And typically with some of these machines, the general rule is 1 foot or 1 inch for every foot of run, which comes down to 8.33 degrees if you're curious. So right now we're going to run this right at about just north of 5 degrees. We want to try to run it flat as possible. We're turning the valve up to full capacity, and we're just going to run some dirt and see what we get here. These are some concentrates that I gathered from our last trip, and it's screened down to -20. So we're going to run some dirt and see what we have here. And I'm just going to spoon it in. All right. You can see it kind of just works its way right through. And the nice thing about this is you can do it fairly quickly. One thing I want you to kind of see if we can zoom in here is you'll start to see gold collect right on these riffles here. All right, a little piece right there, and the majority of it, another piece. All right, another piece. The majority of it's all going to collect right in this first expanded metals set here, and there's a green carpet matting underneath it. Now the rest of the way is miracle matting, and those of you who are familiar with it, it's a good product from Keen. Creates a lot of active exchange, which is great. So we're going to run some, shovel in a little bit more material here, or spoon in I should say, and kind of see how this thing runs. The thing I like about it is, you know, it's pretty fast. I mean, I'm feeding this thing with a spoon, and it goes by pretty quick. Typically my rate of feed is based on whenever I see the expanded metal kind of clear out, that's when I'm going to throw some more. Try to get you a good shot here, get a full view. Alright, and then you see some of the exchange happening here. Let's see if I can switch around to get a little bit more light. Alright. I don't know if that's going to work too well. Alright. Again, we're just taking material, the bucket right underneath it, and just dropping it in. For ease of setup and cleanup, this is a really great machine. It saves quite a bit of hours of panning. You really do find a ton of collection of your gold right here. Not so much down here. I mean, some of the fine stuff will fall down there, but most of your heavier pieces, they're gonna sit right here on this bar. You'll see it nesting underneath these little rivets. And these rivets, you can't see it really well, but you know, they're coated with some silicone. There's a little piece right there, and it just kind of sits there, which is nice. All right, going to get some more, and we'll get some more material. I'm going to go ahead and spoon in some more material, and then turn the camera back on so you can kind of see what we're talking about in terms of how this collects a lot of material just right up here. That water flow is just perfect. I mean, it's, you know, they really kind of nailed it down, and I can shovel in a lot of concentrates without really worrying if I'm going to be losing a lot. Right now, like all things, you are going to lose some. It's just impossible to not to lose it. But you know, you're capturing a really good majority of all of your gold. I typically will always either pan out my tailings, or I'll run them through the blue bowl as well, and just kind of see how things are working. But as you can see, again, right, there's you see some gold just kind of resting and hanging out there, and it'll sit there the whole time that I do this. It'll just sit during the whole period. So I'm gonna do some more, and I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to give a quick little update here. So I was following this little piece of gold, and you see them right there. All right, so I see them from the top and didn't quite settle in the first riffle. You can kind of see where we're at. Right? And we're just gonna take a look at them and see what happens with this expanded metal. And usually with the, he'll just kind of sit there, and as the material, the black sand, starts to move out, then what happens is, I'm having trouble with the zoom here, is it'll just begin to kind of settle, right? And that's the whole premise, is it's washing away some of the heavier black sand. And where did you go, guy? There you are. It's washing out some of the heavier black sand, and your gold's just gonna start to settle again. You know, pretty small piece. So we're just gonna kind of watch them for a little while. You see some of that black sand just dancing around. And as there's fewer and fewer black sand, what happens is that gold just kind of starts to bury itself. So we're just gonna kind of see what happens. This is something I like to do with nearly all of my equipment. I like to sit there and just look at what is the material actually doing, all right? And this is a really good example. I know there's a lot of criticism with some of the expanded metal, and in some cases I'm not a fan. I'm running a lot of material, and if it's over Miracle Matte, I think there's probably better solutions out there. But overall, I mean, it does its job, right? I mean, you can see that piece, you're just saying there. So it kind of coasted from the top, rolled around a little bit. You know, some of these riffles were pretty full, and then it just kind of found its place. But you can kind of see how it's traveling. Went up, it went down, and I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but it's pretty close to the bottom right now. A lot of that other black sand is cleared out. All right, and so there it is. All right, so we're gonna add some more material, but I thought it was something worth showing you. Again, here's let me take a look at and I literally put in 2 spoonfuls since I pressed pause. So again, it was just kind of sitting there. All right, I'll stop by, or let me pause the video and come right back to you. Okay, so we just finished running the rest of those concentrates. I'm going to zoom in here so you can kind of see. I think that was caught just in that first section there. Like I said, the majority of it's all going to be caught up in this expanded metal. And I was looking down, and I think the furthest piece of gold that I found, let's see if I can zoom in on it for you, was right there. Okay, so you can see it's really the first set of riffles after the expanded metal, and I don't see much this way. I went ahead and let this run for about another 5 minutes, just so I can see what we've got. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I'm gonna pull out this riffle set here, do a little panning, and we'll kind of show you what we got. The rest of it I'm gonna put into a bucket, and then we're gonna run the blue bowl on it, see if there's anything else that we might have missed. But again, the vast majority of it's gonna be right here. And you can kind of see how good that is. And all different sizes. Now, I know many people say, well, why not just run it through a gold cube, right? Well, if you want to spend the money, you know, the gold cube, Mike Pung makes a great product, and it's worth it, no doubt about it. For those that are kind of looking for an inexpensive concentrator, one that you can run out in the field really easily, you know, you're using all of 10 gallons of water, this is a solution. And it's lightweight, it's portable, an excellent product. But let me go and take this off, we'll do some panning, and you can kind of see some of the end results. Okay, so here we have the the first cleanup. You know, not too bad. The thing is that there's still tons of gold in this black sand that I pulled just from the carpeting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a snuffer to that, pan out some more. I'll show you that there's still quite a bit. That's probably 60% of what's in there. But I had to do a quick pan, and usually dealing with black sand like this, you're panning it 2 or 3 times anyway. So, like I said, the Keen, fantastic machine for the money. I'm going to take all of the concentrates here, plus what I got from last night, and then we're going to run them through the Blue Bowl. I'm going to classify the Blue Bowl at a 50 and 100, and I'll show you how that works as well. So that way you're maximizing your gold recovery efforts. But again, this is fantastic. As you can see, that's not even including some of the gold that is still caught up a little high. So good machine. Here's the carpeting behind the expanded metal. Okay, works pretty well. And then again, we're going to take all of this additional black sand. We're going to run it through the Blue Bowl, and you know, stay tuned for that video as well. Again, this product is available at sunnymountain.net or on our Facebook page, whatever you prefer. Great product, easy to use, easy to set up. Highly recommend it. Stay tuned for the Blue Bowl video. Thanks.